A couple of high-profile Hollywood westerns soon opening in theaters are getting some early Oscar buzz for their actors' stellar performances. And 3:10 to Yuma, starring Russell Crowe and Christian Bale, is the first one out of the corral, getting rave reviews by putting a new spin on a classic cowboy tale. Tim Estiloz has your Backstage pass.
Barry, classic film buffs may remember the 1957 version of 3:10 to Yuma starring Glenn Ford. But when I sat down with the new film's co-stars, Ben Foster and screen veteran Peter Fonda, they say this new version may have some slight similarities in the basic plot line, but it's definitely no remake.
Hands up.
22 robberies, over $400,000 in losses.
Y'all notice he didn't mention any of the lives I've taken.
We will have Ben Wade convicted and hanged, and we will pay to make it happen. I'll come.
It's that decision by Christian Bale in the new film 3:10 to Yuma that sets him on a collision course with a renegade outlaw played by Russell Crowe and his band of ruthless killers.
Where'd they take him?
I don't know. Let me out of here!
Sure as God's vengeance, they're coming.
But en route to a date with destiny, these two adversaries, played by Bale and Crowe, find themselves forming an unexpected understanding.
Your boy ain't protecting you. He's following me.
If you say one more word, I'll cut you down right here.
I like this side of you, Dan.
Joining this cast of cowboys on both sides of the law are newcomer Ben Foster and screen veteran Peter Fonda.
You're so sure that your crew's coming to get you?
You're lost without him, like a pack of dogs without a master.
Now, guys, I gotta tell you, I haven't enjoyed a Western this much since Unforgiven. What attracted you guys to this role?
I knew the original, and I also knew Elmore Leonard's short story, but it was Jim Mangold that first put the hook in my mouth. Any film that Jim's into where he's interested in me, I'm interested in meeting him. And then I got to read the script, and it was fun.
Byron McElroy. Bend your hair, turn all gray, Byron.
Oh, go to hell, Ben Wade.
Now, Peter, this film was originally made back in 1957, at least the title of it. How is this not a remake? How would you characterize it?
I don't think Jim Mangold does remakes. And when you look at the original today, it's quite bland. It doesn't have the character development, doesn't have the kind of characters. They don't go to the extremes that they go to in terms of character development.
How much you get for a day's work?
$2. Want to hire out?
Well, there's $2 for half a day.
You took up my boy's time, too.
You're right. I did.
Actor Ben Foster is terrific and terrifying as Crowe's cold-blooded but fiercely loyal partner in crime.
Where is he?
Open the door. Open the door. Let me out of here.
Where did they take him?
I don't know.
Mister, you better tell me where they took him, or you will burn.
What's it like for you as a young actor working with the likes of a legend like Peter Fonda and Russell Crowe and Christian Bale? What was it like for you to learn from them and work with them?
Well, the most remarkable thing, I mean, I'd liken it to probably playing basketball with people who are better than you. You always want to play with people who are better than you, so your game raises. And everybody was raising each other's game in this. If there's an overall lesson or something that I took from this is that the better the actor, and we're surrounded by them, the more relaxed and the more focused and the more generous with each other they are.
Generosity on the set comes easy to Peter Fonda. After all, he's part of an acting dynasty, along with his Oscar-winning father Henry and sister Jane. Peter first made his mark in Hollywood with the film Easy Rider. The film was groundbreaking in bringing the 1960s hippie counterculture to mainstream audiences.
Do this instead. Oh, no thanks. I got some store-bought right over here of my own.
No, man.
This is grass.
You mean marijuana?
Yeah.
Lord have mercy, is that what that is?
Hollywood was still into Doris Day, Rock Hudson, and Tony Randall. And there was a whole audience in the world that was ready and tasting and ready for this kind of movie. And I just got lucky and tapped into it. It was a very commercial story. I knew it when I wrote it. And that was it. That was the fun of it. And it went way beyond what I thought I was going to do.
Fonda was also nominated for an Oscar for his role as a former Vietnam War veteran and grandfather in the film Yuli's Gold.
Those were good guys. Your grandpa was tricky, lucky. That's why I made it out. Maybe only the tricky made it out. And I shouldn't be talking to a little kid about terrible stuff that happened a long time before she was born.
What was it like for you as a young actor, having your father's legacy? Did you feel a pressure to live up to it, or were you pretty confident going out on your own?
The first thing I got paid to do was on Broadway, and we had been taking the play outside, you know, doing the out-of-town tryouts, including Boston. And as I was about to make my entrance on the opening night, I knew there were 8 top critics in those days. They were waiting there, and I thought they're waiting to gun me down because there's already too many Fondas on this gig. And so I was pretty well scared of it, but my character had to be scared. He was walking on that stage when I was 19, playing a guy who was in his 70s, Elwood P. Dowd, and I got away with it, and they laughed. I love this. Now let me find out how to work it, and that was the joy. That's been my joy ever since.
Now, if the actors in 3:10 to Yuma look like they actually know what they're doing as they play authentic Old West cowboys, that's no accident or stuntman magic at work. Russell Crowe is an experienced horseman, and Peter Fonda knows how to handle a shotgun from his hobby as a competition shooter and marksman.